Hi. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Forgive me, there's a lot of things or creatures alive right now. I'm happy to be one of them. Get my hair cut, style. I brushed it out. Um, I'm Jeffery Spakes, the artist, and I made a promise to someone or something that I call God. Well, yeah, I call him God. I named my dog after him. I named my dog Dog, which is you spelling my Lord's name backwards. And the reason I come to you humble, I hope I'm humble. I've been humbled. Oh my goodness. do you love do you love what he just did? Oh my goodness. I'll just stay right here. Let me explain about the wind and the currents and the things in the desert. This is an abnormal wind. I know why I wear a hat all the time. I don't comb it for. I could. My goodness, I could make something fabulous for all of you. Yeah, it's no, it's not important. It's just I see myself. It's not important. I don't give a rat's ass. If you ever heard that phrase, I don't give a rat's ass. I don't have much time on this planet, nor do you. I don't have any time to waste, and I certainly have wasted tons. Oh my goodness, tons, immaculate tons. So I was expecting some people today to come and help me figure out how to connect, blah blah, whatever. But I know that it's important that I get my voice out there. That you need to hear what the hell I have to say. Because as I render my life down to this moment, what's important is that my hair doesn't do that. Who gives a rat's ass, right? What's important está tú comprenderme todo. So, muy rápido. For my non Spanish speaking friends, what I said, what's important is for you to listen. I think, I can't remember that far back. Uh, Total. I have something to say. Why is it important that you listen to me? It's not. It's for you. It is. Well, what's that tell? I think I'll watch this shit. I have. Let me tell you about my day. Okay, I broke my back on this bulldozer over here, and I've been laid up for about 10 days so far. I can only do. I'm not going to re-injure it just to satisfy some chingon that refuses to pay me what is already due. So that gave me a license. Boy, didn't it? Just like if you were to hurt someone else. Now I have some YouTube channel, a couple of videos or something. I named it. It's not slander if it's true. Let's get over that. Let me tell you about my day so I can go over here and work. I have some work to do over here and I want to go do it. So when the kids come in the morning, you know, I've stood up solid for God. Amazing day. Amazing. Oh, Ronnie, I love you so much. That's Ron Jensen. In the Book of Songs, Songs, in the New Testament. Start at chapter 1, and perhaps that pertains to your life. It certainly pertains to mine. I experienced the first time of actually preacherhood, if you want to call that today. I know that looks really creepy, but that's what I get to do. I get to be creepy. Um, I actually was right over here. Let me see if I can get that chair in. Um, so I blew out my back. Chairs. You notice a lot of chairs anywhere in any of my settings. You see dozens and hundreds of chairs because I've worked so hard, and all I ask God for is rest. Please let me rest. I need some rest. Nope. Apparently, I don't. Apparently, I need to do what's going on and come to you this way, and I'm grateful. So, so grateful for all that. So let me just, okay, enough of the introductions. And let me tell you about my day. So I woke up in a good mood after an hour of sleep with some 9.6, 9.5. Anyway, I did some megahertz things, and I knew that this morning was going to be rough because I broke my back on that back. What is that? It's not a bobcat. It's a John Deere. And I've had really rough mornings, and people that needed to pay me refused to. Excuse me? I'm not sure who you think you are, but I work for El Senor, and I get my pay either way. Either way, either way, either way. So I thought that was pretty crazy. You're gonna give me the keys to your Bobcat, and then you're not gonna pay me for the thousands of dollars of work that I've done and the broken back that I have. Meet my friend Barry Rieger. Okay, so this is where the the story starts getting good. So stick to me. Don't forget me. I'm Jeffrey Spakes, the artist. I'm not down and out. I've just started. Trust me. So today, I had a wonderful journey with my friend Tony, and it's. I started out with nothing, as I do every day. Not a damn thing. Not a cigarette. Not a friend. Not a nada. Oh wait, I had God. Yeah, baby. All right, dude. You're gonna have to perform today. So this is what it did. I I I put music online and stuff like that I get. Um, anyway, I need to focus on this. There's no script here, in case you hadn't noticed. Um, so I got my butt up, and because of my wonderful dog Dog, okay, spell that backwards, and you understand my dog. He's incredible. But he's very needy and very pressure, and oh my gosh, I live my life because of him. I do not do anything if he's not in charge. He gets me up in the morning, makes me take him out there. Why? Because I love him. I love him. I want him to have the best life, and because of him, I get the most incredible life. So okay, let's start there. So this morning, um, I normally feed my ravens, Ravens. Yes, those are birds, raptors, and they've known me for a decade. Well, not all of them. Some of them are younger, but they know me. So do the roadrunners, so do the rabbits. And I was noticing in one of my other videos, you saw a rabbit come in behind me as I'm being obnoxious. But you saw that. It's on video. That's not me making this shit up. I do not make anything up. My God, my life is so incredible. I would not change any part of the story. What the hell? You cannot get a better story in my life. You watch the rabbit come behind me. That's a wild rabbit. He lives on the hill. You may not understand me, but one day you will. I promise. Absolutely. I know the truth. And whatever my life is an example to you. Believe it. You can't make this shit up. For example, Unihample. Here's a new rock for you. Do you guys know what this is? Right. You can comment and all that other crap, and I'm not going to pay any attention to it because that's not my job. What my job is to show you this stone and tell you my story so you're encouraged to oh, fight through this crap and not kill the person next to you. That would be a good choice. Oh my goodness. So, for those of you who know, and you know, I'm not gloating. What I have the luxury of having here is a healer stone. Oh my goodness, from 3 generations of shaman. It was passed down to me. Go figure, me. They thought I was worthy enough to inherit this magnificent stone. I still, you can tell by my reaction, it's unbelievable to me, equal. It's unbelievable to me, even to this day, that I hold this stone. Can you guys understand a little bit? Even grasp the idea that your boss, the guy that writes your paycheck, is not your God, and your church is not on Sunday. Your church is every day. Your church is the person that needs your help. Your church is a person that you drive by and go, wait. Your church is a person you drive by that you recognize. Turn around, go give them some money. Get your stupid ass off of whatever book or your phone and help someone. Do you think you could do that? Because if you did that, if one of you did that, what have I got? 56,000 viewers? No, that's pretty awesome. Across my table, something like that. I check my facts. Okay, if you're going to prove me wrong, prove me wrong. If I prove me wrong, you prove me right. Thank you. I need the help. I cannot grasp how my life has come to this, but yet it has. If I were to draw, if I were to prescribe, if I were to do anything, I would have not made it this hard. My God. Oh, by the way, that's a whirlwind going through. Oh, where's my hair? Um, yeah, I could not have prescribed a bad like me. So, what happened today? And I regret for not doing this every single day. After a certain point, I did up to, and then I stopped. Um, let's see what happened today. Um, Last night was a good night, a great night, and then I ended up with a few bucks. I went to the store and I bought a pack of hot dogs. I mean, a big old pack. Why? For my raptors, for my dogs, for my animals, for my creatures, for me. Yeah, it was Tony, who I walked to the store earlier with, who used his food, what is it called? EBT? To help Georgie and I stay safe and warm. Matter of fact, I need a jacket. It just got really cold because there's a cold front coming in. If you want to check the weather out, I can teach you about that. But I'd rather tell you about this lavender, right? That came from my best buddy Kenny. It was Kenny and Lori. Kenny and Lori from Joshua Tree. You guys know Kenny and Lori. Kenny gave me this, bitch. Yes, I have. Oh, wait, let me call you. Okay, yeah. Kenny gave me this rock. Yes, he did. Handed it over. Yep, sure did. Yep. You want it? You can't have it. You have to earn it. Thank you. Okay, bye. Much like the other rock. And for those of you that don't know the other rock, I'm Jeffery Spakes, the obnoxious Jesus, who has a shooting star. And many of you know me from my wonderful, wonderful friend Ron Jensen, who he and I used to fight. No, I mean not physically, but we get drunk and stupid. But we watched each other back totally. We had each other, bar none. And that's an important relationship, and that's the relationship you should have with your God, whatever that God may be. It may not. It's certainly not the God of the Bible, because that. Oh well, I can't. What do you want me to tell him? That's like the instructions, but you can't pay attention. How do you explain this shit? Those are the instructions, but don't pay attention to them. I don't know how to tell you anything else, but I'm in the book of Songs. My buddy died, and I inherited his Bible. One of them. He had so many. Um, and I got to wake up today after a nap. I mean, it was a nap in this beautiful surroundings, and oh, I needed a nap. I do not sleep well. My spine is broken, and I'm trying to repair it my own way. And I woke up, and I didn't even notice. Well, it was laying in the bed next to me, but my friend was somewhere near. I woke up to this, and keep in mind, I enjoy a good spirit. Hmm. I think there's a reason they call it spirits. Same reason they call this Pepsi. I'm not going to chase it down with this. Hell no. Hmm. That took a long time to make. It took a lot of things to create, much like my artwork. Speaking of which, let's get serious. Today was incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's what brings me to the table right now. Let me finish with today, and then I'll tell you about yesterday. What happened today? Okay, so we went to the store. No, no. Yeah, we did. I can't tell. It's all one day. So Tony and I went up to the store. We got some stuff. Came back, and there was poof, some money in my lap, and I went back to the store and I got some stuff, and I shared it with my friend Tony, and stuff, meaning cigarettes and just things that poor people are addicted to, and that is part of the programming that takes your wealth away from you. Okay, you are part of. You are. I guarantee you, if you're watching this, you're not rich. Fuck no. You may think you are. You may have a Mercedes or two, or three or four. You may have a frickin' Ferrari. Good for you. If you're a Porsche owner, you own a Porsche and it owns you. But I respect the vehicle. That is incredible engineering. And I'm the guy that goes around the desert here in that white Subaru, fully loaded. Thank you. Uh, what's your name? Oh, well, you'll remind me. I don't want to point it out too much because I like my low pro and I enjoy a life that you could only dream. Because you can't take your 180, $200,000 Mercedes off road and hit a boulder and feel okay about it. I can. As a matter of fact, I will outrun you. In my fully loaded, beautiful, pristine, pearl coated, blah, blah, it's Dioge's house. And I'm lucky to have it. And how did I get it? I gave a man a truck that my best friend gave me. Well, he didn't give me. We had some kind of deal, but I don't know that I ever paid him. I doubt it. I tried, I'm sure. Let's see, I bought a van off him for a couple of grand. Oh, yeah, Les and Bob, you gave me that money. I bought that vehicle, restored, did everything, and gave it back to him, I think, for 700 bucks. I hope you sell that sucker well. If you don't, bring it back to me, please. Um, this this wonderful, wonderful Subaru. What is that? I think it's a 2003. Good Lord, do I love that thing. Oh my goodness. I tell you, the first time I took it up a dirt road that I took my Jeep up on that mountain. Okay, we're not talking a dirt road here, a little paved thing, or semi paved. No. I'm talking about only where quads go. Those are the roads that I love. And I love to do that in a vehicle that can support my broken body. So when I gave that um, S10 away, I talked to God and I said, "All right, that's an important vehicle. It's registered. It has AC. It has all these things. Um, good suspension. It can do many things, and that's why I gave it away because it will help this man survive this life. I'm at the end of mine. He's at the beginning of his. So he's driving this thing that squeaks and moans, and it'll cost I don't know $4,000 or $5,000 to make it street legal. I don't want to say the words "catch me if you can" because that'll make them catch me. Um, and since I just said that, they're gonna catch me. Anyway, as long as you're out there to catch me, I'm in a pearl white, fully loaded um, Outback. Yes. Oh, pretend I'm a lesbian and you'll understand what I'm driving. It's actually my dog's house, and I apologize to you girls, um, but with all due respect, I said that with integrity, okay, and respect. And here's why: because you should drive something like that. That is the most intelligent vehicle I've ever met. I've had Jeeps, I've had Wranglers, I've had everything. Everything I've ever wanted, I've had. That's my favorite car. I'll be a son of a bitch. You give away a truck and someone gives you your favorite car. Great leather, reclines great. I don't have to jump up, jump down, nothing. With my broken back, that bitch keeps me comfy and will take me up any fucking road. So let me finish that story. So I approached this hill that I knew to be a troublesome hill. I've taken many vehicles up that hill. It has been a problem, but I've always made it up that hill. So there we are. Namaste. That's the name of the Subaru. Namaste, yo, me, e Dog. So I'm sorry. I'm translating, and I shouldn't on this video. Um, so there we are, staring at this road, going, okay, I know I slip here. I know what happens here. And it's not like any of them are bothersome. They're fun. Oh my gosh, it's the most fun. Oh, you can stay on your paved roads. I will reject them every time. Oh my goodness, I'd rather live on a dirt road anytime, day, shape, or form. Don't pave my road. So there we are, Namaste, Dioji and I. And we're staring at this. I'm going to say it's about a, not a, it's about a 70-degree climb with a big old rut in the middle and lots of rocks and stuff to watch out for. And you have to know where to put your tires to get up there. And I looked at it and I said, all right, DOG, let's go. And I pushed the pedal down, and the next thing I knew, I was on top. And I turned to DOG and I said, that's cheating. That is cheating. That's not fair. Well, this thing is an all-wheel drive. I do four-wheel drive. I know how to operate all that stuff, and I know how to put gallons of gas into my massive beast, because I got some ego. And what I'll tell you, this little Pearl, this little four-door wagon, all-wheel drive, tiptoed up that. I heard the the back left wheel, and that was all the skid she got, and I was on top. And that is why I turned to Dog and said, "What are you kidding me? This is cheating. This is freaking cheating. This thing doesn't even have struts. This thing is beat to death. It is beat to death underneath because someone like me owned it before and appreciated it to its nth degree. It does have a rebuilt transmission and engine and all that stuff, and I'm grateful for that. It's super fast, and I will challenge any car on the road. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'll take you out. Well, unless you're one of those paddle shifting stupid guys. I have supercars. I'm Jeffery Spakes, the artist. I think I'll change that to the scientist. Why? Because an artist is so limited. So limited. I like to tell people these days that I'm a scientist who figured out that you will give me tens of thousands of dollars for my art. Pretty easy. But I think a lot of you want my rocks. I'm looking around, they're not right here, and that's pretty smart of me, but I got this one. My rocks are the fireball that was reported on 12/29/2020 at approximately 10:35 p.m. Must be mental. You'll have to look. Oh, here's how you look. You go to American Meteorite Service, AMS, and you can Google Fireball Southern California 2020, um, and there were only two. I mean, that's not hard to find. There's only two. I mean, it's not like this happens every day, right? So it wasn't hard to find. So once you find that, you'll discover how beautiful my life is. So Tony and I went to the store today, and he taught me how they drive a shopping cart back. It's not illegal. As a matter of fact, there's a shopping cart return at this particular facility, this housing project, which is for low income, which I get to eat out of. I get to eat out. A lot of them are my friends, and they're getting to know me more. And I look forward to this wonderful meal I get that I was promised today, and that's really spectacular. Um, Clue into other videos to understand me whole. Um, I mean, not me whole. I'm whole. My geology's fine. Everything is beautiful. Look at my studio. Oh my gosh. And then I happen to have a shooting star. And you can see that online, Meteor Wronged. Uh, and I just get really confused because that's how my brain works. I get confused. Do I get excited or mad? Do I get happy or sad? I, I mean, every day is a struggle. Oh, let's talk about that struggle. So, I had nothing this morning when I woke up, and that because no, I had nothing yesterday, and then regardless, I actually have one cigarette left. So I trust God or spirit, whatever you want to call it, to provide me with more before before I need it. I trust God to make sure that I don't get sick and die before I get to tell my story. So far, he's doing a great job. So far, that's so arrogant, and that is that's yeah, that's me. Um, my boss is spirit, and I cannot let him down. Her, it, whatever you wish to call it, and I will not let it down. I will die trying, which is the exact definition. Oh, definition. So, definition is a word. I did this because it's creepy and it looks cool on screen. And hopefully, you guys understand. The reason I don't call you isn't because I don't have a cell phone or another cell phone or another cell phone. And those are the only ones within my reach, but I could do that 12 times over. Trust me, I can. If you haven't figured it out so far, I tell the truth. Truth. How do you spell Jeff? Truth. How do you spell damaged good? Jeffery. So, was that how I learned to speak to you? Is that how I learned to be someone you can look up to? Is that how I learned to teach you how you can be a better person? Oh, look at some of my art. Let's look at them. Can you see them? Let's see. There they are. Right there. Oh, there. No, those I polished into aluminum. I was angry. Oh, the desk is pretty cool if you hadn't noticed. That is a round piece of granite that's about a foot wide. The chairs are from, well, who cares? What the hell? Oh, I'm looking at looking at this saying, "Who's got a phone that works around me?" No, that's my alternate computer screen, and this is how I actually communicate. Because this thing that I just turned, it does this. There we go. Now you get to see the screen that I look at when I talk to you. Oh, look, there's one of my bunnies. Hi, baby. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up and try and explain to you guys about. Oh, that's my dragon behind it. Yeah, that's its head. Without the body, it looks like a dead fish. That's for sure. And so the screens right here, there are two of them, and there's squares that are hanging there right now, and that they're hanging there because there's a thing called a moire effect that I use in my art, and I need the moire effect to be just right. And so the two screens that are on there are my scientific examples. The mountain behind me is the place that I love and adore, and that's where my meteorite fell. And then that thing right there is actually a dragonfly on top of a giant sculpture. What is it? It's whatever height I choose, but right now it's at least 10 feet and should go to about 12 or 16. Let me spin it. Boy, it got cold out here. Well, I was talking to you on this short little breach, and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to grind some metal off, and I'm going to break out a hose and rinse it off. But then in the morning, the kids will get here and everything will be ready for them. And that's important that they understand that everything's ready for them. When they grow up, everything's ready for them. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm not going to retract that. When they grow up, everything will be ready for you puppies. That's why I'm here. I watched you play soccer. I watched you break your shoes. I watched your dad struggle. I watched them raise you to decent human beings. I'm proud of who you've become. I'm incredibly proud to be a part of your life and have any influence whatsoever. Perhaps you should, maybe, possibly, respect that I just brought you a multi-million-dollar deal. Because if you don't, I'm going to take it with me. You get it, puppies? You get it, puppies? We'll talk about that later. That's why I need an editor. As if I don't need more problems from puppies. I brought in a multi-million-dollar client and handed it over, stepped back and watched, and I was disgraced. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Let's see how this turns out. I'm a white guy in Mexico. What are you going to do? I didn't get here on my own. I didn't get here on my own. I had help. You decide which side of the coin I'm on. I'm going to end this now. Before I actually tell you the beauty of today, okay, you talked me into it. So after all of this frustration, I'm going to put aside my ego. I'll tell you about my God. So I know what's up, and there's a bunch of drums up at a source, and they should be played here. And we're constantly up there, and I play piano up there. Why do I play piano up there? Because there's four buildings, and at any given time, there's probably four pianos. How fortunate am I to be able to go play an instrument? Unless you have never, it's okay if you've never enjoyed um, playing music. I get to um, play music. I get to. I get to. Oh my God. And I seem to play it so well that people shove money in my pocket when I do. Are you kidding me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Now I get to buy dog food. Um, but it's more important than that because I dress like this. I go around as a pauper, and I hope to always. I'm not here to fancy me up. Mm. I love my incognito. As I was playing, the brother of the piano I sold from my studio to satisfy my partner so I could pay my rent. See, my partner would rather I have nothing. And he proved that. But this is what I get after having nothing, after playing Frank Sinatra's piano. You've seen it online after, I mean, my God, my life is so incredible. I went up there and today and DOG sat next to me on the bench like he does. And I closed my eyes and I play. Actually, before that, I took in 20 pounds of Mars and I set it on a pack of scientific studies right next to the wonderful ladies that I'm working with. And then I went to this gorgeous Schaefer and Sons. This is a wood grain. Um, there's that. Think about that wood. It's not mahogany. It's very striped. Many of you know. So Schaefer and Sons made black lacquer, which was my previous, and you'll see it in a lot of my videos. At my other gallery, before I found a shooting star, I had an art gallery so fabulous that I had a baby grand piano in the middle of it. And if it wasn't for my good love and appreciation and trying to teach someone a lesson, BNOC, I would still have that black lacquer. I bought it up on, where was I? When I met that son of a bitch, son of a gun, um, Mariposa. I was up in the Cove. Beautiful life, gorgeous life. This was my studio at the time, and it is now. So I guess I should go up there looking for a house, but I don't want to live here. Absolutely not. It's going to get hot soon. My house is up there, and I hear they've insulated it, but not the way that I want it. But who cares? It's covered with snow right now, and that's the impact site. And I know all the neighbors have. I know who's up there, and I know everybody's extracted everything they think they can get, and that's good for them. I guess. Why not? Um, I made myself known. My neighbors knew me. I protested everything that was going on, and the bullies think they've won. They don't think that. They know they haven't because I have this wonderful opportunity right here to speak to you. People use cell phones. Well, mine don't seem to work. not the iPhone, not the anything. And that's not been, well, it's been a problem, but it's not. Because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to tip this bottle of E&J. I wouldn't be able to hold this in front of you in this light. I wouldn't be able to make a 30-foot dragon because it's cold up there. I mean, I could have at my studio, and of course, I could have. But it wouldn't have been so poignant. It wouldn't have been so important. It wouldn't have made any sense if I was just filling another goddamn order for another piece of art for some filthy rich person that has this hunger and this fashion they need to fill. I don't make my art for anyone. Not you, not for sale, nada. No one. Perhaps that's why I'm poor. Or am I rich? You figure that one out, bitch. I think I'm the richest man alive. I walk around with gobs of gold in my pocket. I do. I go to a dog park. I hand out these rocks. I know are worth a fortune. I know. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm a scientist that figured out that you will pay me gobs of money for my art. Excuse me. Wow, I switched to this other cheek. I broke my spine. Actually, the coccyx. And tomorrow I'll go to the hospital. I'll contact my friend Barry Rieger. And the reason I'm doing that, the only reason I'm doing that, is because the person that I was working a deal with on this property thinks he can stiff me. Whoops. That's a mistake. Boy, oh, is that a fucking mistake. It's kind of the same mistake that people make when they assume. So, let's assume that people are smart. I'm not so sure they are. So I'm going to end this video with some reality check for anybody who is patient enough to watch to the whole thing. And what we're dealing with now is Syria, which has been decimated by an earthquake and it's coming to a neighborhood near you. So these wonderful, fabulous people, how do I know they're wonderful and fabulous? Well, they're people just like you. No different. They just happen to live in Europe. That other side of the globe. This planet is not flat. It's this ball, and on the other side, there's this other thing called Earth. Thank you for understanding. The reason I know it's coming to you because I'm a geologist before I'm a cosmologist, before I'm an artist, before I'm a scientist, before I'm a microbiologist. I'm a geologist. I love the Earth. That's why I can reach up and pull up a rock at any second. It's either in my pocket, in my car, somewhere, because that mountain is important to me. Why? I come from it. It feeds me, shelters me, clothes me, makes me happy. It's beautiful. Do you have a mountain near you? You should go to it. Go to the top, as far up as you can get. Find what I found. Spirit. Love you. Peace, love, and chicken grease, Rebecca. Forever and ever. I love you. You're my girl.